Hello, welcome to the Pigskin Pete YouTube channel. You are about to enter into the mind of a demented college football fan.
Right here now, it's all clear now. I finally found the face to face my fear now. It's crazy, I can't call it. I've been too deep, trying to make rip by the end of these 2 weeks. I'm sick with the beef, but if they call me out, I'm a cage. Believe it, anybody can get fighting for real. I got a meeting with the label tonight. I got a couple verses floating in my head, case they want me to flow. I got a feeling it was strange, it's like a reality show. Let's see if I can rap to save my life. Now all my gear looks right, and my beard looks tight. I'ma stare it in the face to see what fear looks like. I got my demo in my hand, a flutter in my heart. We coming out the dark now, the fun about to start now.
Good afternoon, everybody. Pigskin Pete here. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Let's talk a little bit about Tavien Feaster, running back, Clemson. Entered the transfer portal, I guess it was a couple of weeks ago. A lot of people were surprised about it. I wasn't. I actually talked a little bit about this on my live stream on Friday night. But I'm a little bit surprised at the reaction of a lot of fans, Clemson fans that is, based on the fact that it seems like the lead candidate for where he might transfer seems to be the University of South Carolina. Now, there's several schools in the running for this that have shown interest in him. I know Alabama's one of them, Texas, Oklahoma, Virginia Tech, Virginia, I think maybe North Carolina, and of course, the University of South Carolina. So if you just go through all these different schools, sorry, my dog. If you go through all these different schools, you can eliminate them one by one as far as what makes most sense. Let's talk about what Tavien Feaster is looking for. The reason he's leaving Clemson is because he wants as many touches as he can get in his final year of eligibility to get as much tape as he can before he enters the NFL draft. So he was a 5-star running back coming out of high school, out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. So Alabama makes no sense for him to go to. Yes, he'll get national exposure. He'll get, national title aspirations, all that. I don't think he really cares about winning national titles. He's preparing for the NFL, not for winning trophies. He's already won 2 national titles at Clemson. And plus, he wouldn't be first on the depth chart there. Maybe not even second, I don't know. Oklahoma, same difference. I don't know. I know they have a stable full of elite running backs. I just don't think that makes much sense. Now, he would get a lot of exposure and probably put up some big stats because of Oklahoma's offense. But I don't think he's going to get enough carries to satisfy what he's looking for. Texas is intriguing because he'll get a lot of exposure there. They do have a featured back. I don't know. I'm trying to remember I just looked at the guy's stats a minute ago. I want to say he had like 100 and something carries for 700 yards last year, which is pretty good. But if he's getting 100 carries, then that's probably about the limit that Feaster's going to get if they split carries, I would imagine. And I think he's looking for closer to 200 carries, 150 carries at minimum. So that leaves Virginia Tech. I guess that could be a candidate. I don't even know who the running back is, to be honest with you. But quite honestly, I don't believe that Virginia Tech's offense is good enough for him to be drawn to go there, number one. Number two, as far as the national exposure goes, they're not really playing anybody that's that great in their division, except for maybe Miami. So that leaves basically South Carolina. And a lot of the fans are upset with him, saying that, it'd be betrayed. These are the same fans, by the way. They were upset when Kelly Bryant decided to transfer. Now, look. Both Kelly Bryant and Tavien Feaster are going to be graduates. Or Kelly Bryant graduated before he transferred. Tavien Feaster graduates in August, and he will transfer as a graduate transfer. So they fulfilled their obligation to Clemson. Nobody likes to rag on the Gamecocks more than Pigskin Pete does But that's just in fun. How anybody can be upset with a young man who's fulfilled his obligation to Clemson, graduated, and has been a part of 2 national title winning teams. And the guy wants to move on because he doesn't want to be second or third on the depth chart this year at Clemson. How can you be mad at that? It doesn't make any sense to me. It would make sense. South Carolina needs a running back. He's a South Carolina kid. He grew up very close to Columbia, so he's familiar with the area. His family's nearby. And he would get plenty of national exposure playing in the SEC. In the schedule they have this year, he'll definitely be in a lot of primetime games. And that's it. I mean, I wish him nothing but the best. I think he's going to end up going to South Carolina. And people are just going to have to get over it, man. I mean, talk about selfish. I don't like being the fan police and telling people how they should be a fan. As a matter of fact, I hate when people do that. But this kid's got to live his own life. If you hate the Gamecocks that much to where you're going to wash your hands of a guy who gave you 3 years of his life and played his heart out, then you're a special kind of asshole. That's all I got to say about it. Get over it. And if he goes to South Carolina, I'll be rooting for him. I won't be rooting for South Carolina, but I'll be rooting for him to do well. And that's it. So anyway, that's my thoughts on that. Get over it, people. Have a great day. Pigskin Pete checking out.